So I'm going to tell you all a very, very funny story on how the ape father lost a tremendous amount of weight, and I went down to 175 pounds. So I was actually really, let's just put it to you this way. I was dating Jennifer. I think at the time I weighed 220. But we had this one little period, believe it or not, where we broke up for 1 year. Me and my future wife Jennifer, and it was kind of stupid. I was, you know, I wanted to be a full time musician. I really wanted to live the life of a musician. Just I wasn't interested in really settling down at this point. I didn't want to put all the responsibility, house and everything. I was living in my father's house. I had my own studio apartment. It was like my man cave. And kind of Jennifer at this point wanted to get married, and she was just like she wanted a future, and I respected that. I just at that particular point I wasn't ready, and I said, maybe we need a little time off. You know what I mean? Because I was still at that phase. I was playing clubs in Bay Ridge with my Billy Joel tribute band. I was playing like 4 nights a week. We took a break for a year. All right, and I it was funny because I first met this girl. It's like Jennifer knows all about this stuff. Who looked a lot like Pamela Anderson, and like she came to one of my shows. Her name was Priscilla, and my God, man, this girl was like you would have fainted. You would all fainted. She was like a knockout. She had like big gigantic boobs, just like Pamela Anderson. Long blonde hair, and she was actually rich. Her father owned one of Brooklyn's biggest car dealers. So like the father, just for a birthday gift, bought her a monkey, if you could believe this. It was like a $7,000-8,000 spider monkey. The monkey loved me, by the way. So whatever. I mean, she used to dress very provocative. I took it to like one of my family like parties. My uncle Richie dropped his drink on the floor 'cause she had these like gigantic boobs, and she had these really short Daisy Dukes on. She looked like a Barbie doll. My whole family like this, like okay, but like long story short, we dated for a little while, but then I met this other girl, a real Sicilian girl. She was right off the boat. Now this girl was born in Italy. Felt like I was living like the Michael Corleone life. She was a very, very attractive girl, like 5'2", long brown hair, very, very good looking. But she had like the worst personality. She was kind of like a very domineering personality. Like she was like the boss, you understand? So, we started dating, and she says to me, Richie, she says, I want you to lose weight. Can you believe this? I was like, and at the time I didn't weigh that much. Maybe weighed like 230 or something like that. So it was crazy. I'd be at her house, right? I'd wake up at like, 2 o'clock in the morning to go get a chicken cutlet. She would wake up and see me, and she would slap my hand. With those like wooden spoons the Italians have. She started beating me with it. So whatever the case may be, I started losing a lot of weight. I went down from 230 to 220, from 220 to 210 to 210 to 200. I was getting like mad skinny. So, she never wanted to go out to a restaurant. The father loves to go to restaurants. And I used to tell her every weekend, I'm like, come on, let's go out. I'll eat something healthy. She says, no restaurant, only dancing. She loved dancing. So we used to go to this place in Bay Ridge. It was called Virgo. I think it was Virgo 64 or 69. I can't remember. But every weekend, that's all she wanted to do. She was big into dancing. She made me go out and buy her all of these hot outfits and like nice, like hot, like, sexy shoes. And long story short, I got sick of it. Every weekend, dancing. I said to her, listen, I said, I'm going out to McDonald's. All right. I'll tell you a funny story. So she's like, no, no. I said, I don't care what you say. I'm going to McDonald's. Right. So I go into McDonald's, and I ordered like 2 Big Macs or something. Right. I haven't had this in forget about like a year. So I'm eating the McDonald's. Right. The girl starts breaking out hysterically crying. Like, could you imagine the scene? Being in McDonald's, and this girl's just and I'm eating, I'm loving it. I'm like, I love it. Okay, long story short, I just couldn't, like, it just, look, the personalities wasn't working. I miss Jennifer. Jennifer was just, her personality and my personality clicked. So I realized I made a major mistake, and I said to her, I called her up. I said, Jennifer, I wrote a song for you, which, I played it a few times. Maybe I'll play it tomorrow. Back into my arms. You could, if you look it up, maybe you could find it. If you look up Apefather, Back into My Arms. And the whole point of the song was I just wanted her back. I said, I made a major mistake. I'll never let you down again. I want to settle down. I want to get married. I want you to be my wife. I want you to be the mother of my children. And she forgave me. Thank God. The other girl, I just told her in a nice way. I said, listen, it's our personalities just don't work. I'm sorry, but that was it. And she kind of took it bad. She wanted to work it out with me, but it was, her brother, his name was Tony. I never forget, he sat me, he liked me, her brother, right? Real Sicilian, right? And he made his own wine. So we're drinking, he poured a glass of wine. He said, Richie, let me tell you something. Listen to me. I love my sister, you understand? But I'm going to say something. Her personality, not good. She's too bossy. She wants everything her way, you understand? She says she's not right for you. This is her brother. She said, this is my sister, and I shouldn't be saying nothing disrespectful. But he said something to me that stuck with me my whole life. He said, remember something, as the years go on, the beauty, the appearance of the woman, it's not always there, Rich. You understand? The girl's, his sister at the time was in her early 20s. Think about how she's going to look in her 40s or 50s or 60s. The appearance is going to change. He says, but guess what never changes? The personality. You're stuck with that personality the rest of your life. He goes, and just man to man, she's not for you. This was our own brother. So that didn't work out. But thank God Jennifer took me back. We wanted to get married and have 2 beautiful children. And the rest is history, right? But when Jennifer first got back with me, she couldn't believe how skinny I was. I think I went down to, I believe it was 175 because I was with this crazy Sicilian girl that beat me up with a wooden spoon. Maybe I should get her back, right? Just for a year to get back in shape. Nah, I'm just kidding, But Jennifer was like, Richie, she thought I was like sick or something. She's like, are you all right? Because she never saw me skinny like that before. I'm going to try to find a picture tomorrow because I have a picture. I was like, this was like I really look like a skeleton. I can see if I can find it for you. So you would be shocked. The Apefather at a few times in his life was very skinny.